back to another lap of the power of the Falcon. Last time, Rick has actually managed to retrieve the orbs of Gastro and Lixa, while Tinsel actually followed him in. Unfortunately, their mission was sabotaged as they, along with Lily Flyer, were captured by Genie. And Lixa has actually awakened after Rick retrieved the orb from Lixa. So, will they meet their fate or will they escape unscathed? Well, let's find out. Lap 4. The next thing Tinsel and Lily knew, they were taken to another chamber above the main hall where two of the deities were kept. They were in a spherical loft above a circular room surrounded by tall see-through windows overlooking the archipelago and the late afternoon sky. The tile floor was below them, and there were some lights covered by ceramic ceiling lamps. Lily was the first to come around. So did Tinsel. The teenage veteran was sitting idly. Lily, are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. I just woke up. And Rick? She saw him lying just a few feet away. Tinsel attempted to wake him up, but Lily said she tried once and he wouldn't budge. Distinctive voices were screeching in the hall. Gastro and Lixa were crying in agony as the electrocuted traps continually shocked them. The Earth Titan was almost like a cloud, as one would expect. He had a dark gray circular chest with heavy stratus clouds surrounding it. Two muscular arms in his head matched the same shade as his abdomen did. Strangest thing was he kept changing from white, then faded to gray, then in a sporadic order. Whereas the clouds surrounding his body were also changing randomly from cirrus to cumulus, then to stratus. She then saw a tablet at the epicenter. Tinsel wondered what it all meant. It was in an ancient language in which only Lily could decipher. Foretells the legend. It's the same message inscribed at the Materia Shrine. We have to wake up Rick and escape here. I'll call the comet so we can make our getaway and free the deities before the solid one arrives. We can't, because Dawn would notice us. Unless if we can make some kind of a diversion. Even the cruiser and the dragon bird were missing. Lily theorized that the third deity would destroy the ship from the outside, freeing them. However, it's likely they'll war against each other. The remaining deity was the Titan of Solid, the golem known as Holidus. Suddenly, an enormous fist made of multicolored stone smashed through the windows. Lily and Tinsel were in a state of panic, and she tried again to awaken Rick, while she was shaking and begging him to do so. Rick! Rick! You have to wake up! The Titan's running amok! Then in her desperation, her hand glowed a bright blue while her right palm warmed. Energy from a reactor might restore him into consciousness. His body felt heavy as he slowly opened his eyes. There was a brief chill as he saw Tinsel laying over him. Tinsel. Lily! Felt some lurch as the room shook. Holidus kept smashing the fortress like a Hulk. It was enough to break open the traps that released Gastro and Lixa. Fortunately, she solidified and sicked onto the stone titan, while the gas giant immediately changed into an ominous shade of a stormy cloud. He exhaled a strong gust of wind toward the clashing duo and the battle was on. The collision was enough to break open a massive hole within the pilot's prison. The stained glass shattered, and they were several feet above the main floor. Genie's not here. Now's our chance, while the deities keep themselves busy. Let's go! Little to no hesitation, Rick was the first to jump down. He hardly kept his balance by the time he landed. Lily! Tinsel, you can do it! It's not so far! Jump down and I'll catch you! He commanded, looking up. The women were hesitant, but Lily decided to go first. She was hanging, then she dropped into Rick's arms. Tinsel! Come on! She was the most nervous as the landing might crush her unfortunate bones. Hurry! The deities can't keep Dawn at bay forever! With her friend's encouragement, she finally accepted, but the impact made her drop. He ran beneath her just before they both hit the ground. Temporarily looked into each other's eyes, and she was laying on top of Rick. Guys! This isn't a staring contest! We gotta get a damn move on! Right. Both racers summoned their machines. Dragon Bird and Silver Comet, come to us! Cars dropped from a hatch within the ceiling, and the cruiser was released as well, and it fell out. They leapt into them and immediately drove around the fortress looking for a way out while it was falling. Debris kept raining around them. They weren't as lucky as the cruiser, which soared out of the broken shards from the windows. Lily looked over them in horror, seeing they were still trapped inside. Rick, we can't make it! We'll be cut into ribbons just as you were 150 years ago! The spaceship is gonna crumble onto us if we don't escape! His expression changed from doubt to determination. Les faced her, who was riding beside him. Ready, Tinsel? She nodded as she immediately knew. Booster fire! They both yanked their handles back and spun so fast that it could literally burn someone's eyes. It was just enough strength and speed to exit unscathed. Fortunately, this wasted one reactor night to each. How's that, Tinsel? There's no way I can meet the same fate this time. Lily was awestruck by the time the spectacle ended. Lily, are you all right? Yes. Rick, what is that? It's the booster fire. We've learned this from Falcon. It's the booster fire. We learned this from Falcon. Captain Falcon? Come on, follow us to the shrine. We should be clear. Don't look back. Giant has been torn asunder as the deity bodies clashed with each other. During the melee, Lily's cruiser was hit by Holidus' raised arm as he was defending himself from Lixa and Gastro. I lost all control over the cruiser. Rick, Tinsel, don't worry about me. Be careful. Get out of there. She used auxiliary power to the thrusters, trying to level her descent, and she kept the nose up as high as possible. She crashed just a few yards away from the main shrine, but she was all right. Back at the fallen fortress, Genie was nearly pissed to the shiny silver-braced teeth. You may have escaped, but I'll be waiting when Plassein returns. Then you and soon the entire universe will be mine. After the crash landing, there was a massive earthquake that shook the Titan's battlefield. Holidus unleashed much of his wrath that it was a chore for the two pilots. It's getting worse! The planet's being torn up! I know! Rick supposed since all three deities started their conflict, their best chance was to take cover at the main shrine and unite the two orbs he found from Gastro then Lixa. Being the heaviest machine, the Dragonbird EX was lagging behind. The fissure was growing wider and Tinsel was the first one across it. Rick, however, wasn't so lucky. Boosted, but the ravine was too wide. As he reached the jump, he kept his nose up, but to no avail. He fell, then his body lurched as he was caught by a neon green light. He was lifted out of the abyss, and he looked around in awe. I'm not falling? What gives? Is it Plassein? The comet headed toward the center of the small rocky archipelago. Lily called for her, and she was so relieved they made it alive. They wondered where Rick was, and they looked behind and saw the same limelight. There's the dragon bird. What is this? Who's carrying Rick? Following the beam, their eyes gazed upon another enormous spacecraft. From the nozzle, the dragon was lifted toward them. It's the Galaxy Runner! The task force must have followed us! It dropped the craft gently, and the beam ceased. Rick hopped out of the vehicle. Tinsel ran to him with open arms, and they embraced for a short while. Lily, you're all right. Yeah, But my space cruiser crashed into Holidus. I'm stranded, except... She pointed behind him, and out came their old friends. He was just as surprised to see his allies from the task force. The trio caught up to them, and someone spoke in Aussie accent. Looks like we got our first catch of the day. He looked up and saw his best friend. Jack! How did you find us so fast? Rodney explained he eventually followed the duo via signal as they caught by the madman. Hold on. You thought we were gonna let you go alone? I mean, come on. We knew you'd be in trouble once the Dragonberg gave off an SOS signal. I mean, You thought we were gonna let you go alone? I mean, come on. We knew you'd be in trouble once the Dragonberg gave out an SOS signal. Lucy? Why are you all here? How did my Dragonberg give off an SOS? Why did you follow it? We had to, Rick. Jody. We knew you'd find yourself in a pickle eventually. That's why we're here. I can't believe it. How did you guys get here so quickly? Giant is many light years away from Earth. You know Jody. Once she has an objective in mind, she would never surrender the thought. Doc! My son managed to tag along too. So did Clank and EAD. Guys, I never wanted you involved in this. This was supposed to be our mission, and Lily's. I never wanted to endanger all of you. It was Jody's decision, Rick. She was the one who brought the task force here. Don't get your blouse in a furrow, Ricky. We've always got your back. Jack's right. We're more than just a simple team protecting the galaxy. Much like the Fuhrer cakes, we stand together as a family. That made Rick grin and caused his heart to warm. Everyone, thank you. Now go and unite the orbs you collected. There's still time before the planet falls apart entirely. The universe is at stake, and you are its savior. We're all counting on you, Wheeler. His demeanor became serious after the reminder of his destiny. Understood, Jody. Rushed up to the 2 layers of stairs. It was an exhausting climb. He carefully matched the green and the blue orb to their corresponding holes in front of their respective aisles. I hate when it scrolls. There's the Gastro Crag, and Lix's lair. Then gazed at the Home of Holidus in the middle. Wait a second. There are only 3 towers, yet there are 4 slots? We need to get 4 orbs now? How are we supposed to get the last one? I'm not sure. There was a quake as the fight raged on. What I am sure is we have to get the Solido before it's too late. What's going on out there? Clank emerged from the Galaxy Runner was scared stiff of the fight between the 3 deities. This is horrible. Hard to believe these Titans represent the 3 forms of matter. If any of them should die, it could affect the entire universe. It sounds unorthodox, but she's right. If anyone should fall, we would all be infected somehow. The results could be so dire, it's unexplainable. We have to help Rick. He's the chosen one after all. We must get to the center tower and unite the orb. I'm not sure about the last one. Till then, we need to distract the Titans. Jack and Tinsel will assist Wheeler to do so. Dr. Stewart and Rodney will stand by for healing duties. Clank will stay put, and EAD will help him analyze any data concerning the planet's condition and any activity from Genie. They and Lucy will also be in charge for repairs. Lily and I will take the offensive. Sounds good to me, Jody. Okay, let's move. Roger. Since there was one reactor mite left, he couldn't use the Dragon Bird EX. His only chance was the Falcon GT. He was complete as he put his helmet back on. The ground shook and he saw Holidus marching toward the group. The deities were onto them. They're closing on us! Everyone, hold your fire! We cannot provoke them! But all three titans were building up their energy. Everyone was expecting the worst as they braced themselves, which would also destroy the shrines surrounding them. A meteor storm took down the assailants. Through the colorful clouds they were awestruck to see a serpentine creature with condor wings. Its body was encased in black, and there were numerous neon lines running down. In various shades, there were a stump on its head and its spine. Its wings also glowed, as did its tail. It had a crocodilian snout which ended in a pointed falcon beak. As if it had traits from both a dragon and a bird, much like Rick's machine. The great guardian of giant! The embodiment of plasma! Plassein! I can't believe it! The others remained silent and still. Plassein? Rick's eyes never moved from him. Then he bowed down as the being faced him and let out a cry similar to a whale song. He made a few notes from Lily's ceremony last night. That sound! The young cadet was amazed at this, as was done in his red castle of corruption. The scanner zoomed in at the creature. Finally, the time has come for Plassein to awaken. Now is my chance. Meanwhile, the Titans were focused on their only target. Rick and company saw the onslaught every passing second. It became more brutal, and the plasma deity couldn't take in more punishment. He conjured another meteor shower, but for the most part he was holding back his power. By the time he was sharply descending, Rick ran to the war. No, Rick, it's too dangerous! Jack, I need to help him! Fortunately, from one boulder, he was taken down. No! Plassein! He fell through the dry terrain. Titans continued to clash with each other. The rocket released him, and Rick fell to his knees. Oh. How are we supposed to save the universe if we can't save Plassein? It's hopeless. Lily took out her flute and looked at it. As seconds passed to a minute, she played the sacred song. Despite the noises from the warring trade, this was a sign of aspiration. To Jack, something tagged at his heartstrings. A similar song he once heard from his childhood. After she played a couple bars, Plassein burst out of the ground with a bright hue. It was literally a ray of hope. Plassein. He walked toward him and laid a wing at his side. The song restored my strength, for now. And I have come once the energy from 2 of the materia orbs have combined. But that alone can't overcome the 3 angry deities. I am the last with a pure soul, as are you, Rick Wheeler. Plassein, what must I do? Only the chosen one can reunite all 4 orbs of matter, those that govern the galaxy, solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. So far, you've only assembled half of them. Obtain the 3rd spear from the Home of Holidus, and return to the Materia Shrine. I shall give to you a part of my essence when the time comes. You must not wait, Rick. Hurry, and bring the final orb here. I'll keep the deities busy as long as I can. Existence is depending on you. Go to it. He flew up and rocketed toward the fray once more. The squadron saw Rick summon the Blue Falcon. From that moment, he felt the captain's spirit was inside him. Jack! Tinsel! Let's go! To the Home of Holidus. They nodded and climbed into their corresponding crafts as they followed him to the temple at the center of the war-torn terrain. Plasma is unusually found in space, but also with lightning, neon signs, and also the auras from the poles. Just came up with this unusual concept for Plassein. It's based off of Logia, no doubt, but it seems that the legendary bird has characteristics belonging to both bird and dragon. Serpentine body, curved head, long tail, scales, combined with large wings belonging to a bird of prey. For the longest time, the species of Logia has remained unclear, unless it is considered that it really is a dragon bird, just like Rick's own F-Zero machine. And Ryu's name as well. Maybe the craft and his name were created based off of Logia? Who knows? So, until then, this is the Ecron Riders signing out. Stay tuned for the final lap.